What's up, YouTube? Today is December 18th, 2013, and it's been a while again. I've been thinking about making videos, but I just haven't been. Anyway, as far as things that have been going on, before I talked about that class I was in, the seminar where everyone has to talk, and that there was a lecture coming up on GLBT things. Well, that lecture has come and gone, so I do have the results of that. Um, so it started out with a pretty surface level type of evaluation, I guess you could say. Going over the terms. There's a little bit of discussion about religion and a little about bullying, and it was close to the end. There's like 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes left in class. Um, and the professor takes the conversation and she turns it towards climates in universities and in high schools, because that's what the chapter was about. Um, so she asked what people thought the university climate was like, and what they thought about climate stuff. So it also asked if having little stickers on doors, like I don't know if you guys have seen alley stickers, like little triangles, or there's like alley training, or just rainbow thingies in general. Anyway, though, so the teacher, I guess, posed that question. A friend of mine who's in the class, who is straight, I guess, and cisgendered, says, like, oh yeah, I can dig it, like, it's good. And then it goes pretty quiet, and I haven't really spoken that much, so I decided I was going to throw in my 2 cents. I said, well, and I kind of started. I was scared, and I have the recording of this, and you can hear like the trembling in my voice, and I was really nervous. Anyway, so I ended up saying, I'd like to respond to that. I've actually been thinking about this lecture since we got the syllabus. This kind of hits close to home. I am transgender, female to male, and I actually came out in high school and kind of progressed through, into university and transitioned through university, and I'd like to say that the climate. And then I talked about how I feel like typically when LGBT issues are brought up, they're really LGBT focused, and the T just kind of gets thrown in there as if it's the same issues. And I try to stress the point that they're not the same. I don't even, well, I kind of get it, but like I don't even understand why the T is in LGBT. Like I kind of understand how they go together, but like the trans experience and the gay, lesbian, bisexual experience are different. I mean, they can go together, obviously, because there are gay trans people, just like there are straight trans people, just like there are gay cis people and gay not gay cis people. Anyway, regardless, now I lost my train. Oh, right. People are not all the same. Um, and just by lumping everyone together into one category, and just, saying all, minimizing really the experience to the majority instead of, actually, picking out what was good or what some people need. Um, like the minority. That's also really important. The chapter that we read was by, and I don't want to go grab my book now. I know it was written by Tracy Peters and someone else. Tracy Peters is a sociology professor at the U of M, so I kind of know of her. I don't know about the other one. Her chapter was very good. It was very like LGBT. I really enjoyed the chapter, but I don't know if I've already mentioned that. But yeah, so I put that out in response to the stickers. I said they were good. I mean, like, I don't know. No one's gonna be like, no, take them down. Rah, rah, rah. I guess what she was looking for was, do they actually accomplish something? I think they do. I don't think, it's a huge, protest, but it's definitely a symbol of solidarity. You walk around and you see a little rainbow and you're like, ah, they got me. Or some people have like alley training on their doors and it's got like a name on it. It's like, okay, well, you went, you sought out that information to try to help people. That's a good thing in my book. Um, uh, yeah, so I talked about that a little. It's funny, after I like seeing people's reactions. A lot of people like try to keep a straight face. We could like see there's some kind of like something there, and I don't know. I think people are like, there's one woman in the class who's, I think, more friendly to me now. Not to say that she wasn't before, but like the next day when I came in, she started like asking me about my school schedule and like. Anyway, yeah, good class, good experience. So far, nothing negative. I did know someone in the class previously. Um, not the friend that I previously mentioned, but someone else who knew other people who are connected to my life that doesn't know anything about my transition at all. So I kind of would prefer to keep it that way, and I was sure to mention that in the lecture. I said, I'm stealth, like, don't tell anyone if you can. Um, you can't really keep something like that, I guess, under wraps. But I feel like the more and more I go through school, I find it necessary to speak out on these issues. Just because the information that's present and the conversation that is being held is mostly not by trans people. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, cis people can understand and they can know things, but I think it's just the same as, like, I cannot comment on the use of the N-word. I'm white, like, I can't speak on that at all because that goes, like, outside of everything that I've ever known. Well, not ever known, but I've never experienced that, so I can't speak out on that. Just like cis people cannot speak out on trans issues, to the same way that a trans person can. So I feel like sometimes the distinctions that are made kind of get lost in the academic sphere. Um, I'm gonna connect this to this test that I just took. It's an exam. It's for my psychology of sex differences class, and it's been an interesting class. Let me tell you that. It started off as an interesting class when I was listening to the audio lectures because it was a distance class, and it started with it was some part about how actually identifying as some people take it to the extreme and say that they're actually someone that a girl born in a man's body or a woman born in a man's body or something like that. Those people that's called transsexualism, and those people are like that's a rare case. And I'm sitting there listening to this. I'm like, really? That's funny. I wasn't diagnosed with transsexualism. I was diagnosed with gender identity disorder. Or the difference between transgender and transsexual. They put a very clear, like, surgery is transsexual. If you never want to have surgery, then you're transgender. So, like, what if you want to have surgery, but you haven't? Like, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Like, which one? So do you just kind of, like, morph, or, like, I don't know. I don't understand. On the test that we took, um, there was a question number 18, and it said, this is the exact wording of the question, which of the following is a transgender? Question mark. A transgender? Seriously? Like, ah, the options were, someone who wears opposite sex clothing just because, somebody who is male identified but has sexual relations with other males, somebody who has changed their name and has been living as a woman but doesn't ever plan on having any surgeries, and someone else who has surgery planned for August. I don't know why August, but that's what the question said. August. It's December, like, it's a while away. So, okay, by their definition, obviously it's the last one. Um, but I don't think that's. I get what they're trying to say, but such a such a better way you could phrase that. Like a transgender, seriously. And they were just, yeah. So I took it upon myself to write my instructor a 2-page letter in the back of the exam booklet, because it just, I couldn't let it go. Um, I feel like that's just so wrong, and communicates such a misunderstanding. This is a psychology of sex differences class. How can you discuss sex differences without putting trans people in there? Like, hello, like, we've experienced both worlds. Like, you can't, like, just, oh no, that's not important. Like, rage all over the place. I kind of want to talk to that professor face to face, discuss this with her, because I'm concerned. If that is the education that is going out there, how can we expect people to know any better? Like, if that's what they're told, like, that is incorrect. Like, I cannot feel like now I can't get mad at someone who calls me a transgender because it was in my book and that's what they're teaching. So I hate outing myself. I don't hate outing myself. I prefer not to out myself. But I feel like the more I go through life, I find opportunities where if I don't, then education may not happen. And that's really sad. Not sad. It's, I guess, appropriate. But it makes being stealth really odd, I guess. Not odd, difficult. Ever changing. And I guess I'm still reevaluating my priorities as well, because who knows, maybe I'll be out at school, stealth at work, pray that they don't combine. I definitely know right now I don't want to be out at work, ever. I work with men. It's a kitchen, so it's not like more, but like they're guys and they act like guys, and I'd rather stay as one of the guys and not have to worry about anything other than that getting out. Yeah, I just thought I'd make this video to rant because that test, I've been thinking about this test ever since, and like, uh, uh. Okay. I guess that's it for now. One of these days I'll talk about something other than school. Got some other things floating in my mind. I'm off school now. I'm just working full-time. So I guess I'll have more time. I like working more than having to do school stuff, because when you're in school, you're never actually, like done. Like, when I get off, I work at a kitchen. When I get off work, I get off work. Like, well, I make my pizza, but like that's not work. Like, I go home and I eat my pizza. Like, that's not work. I don't have to worry about if I have studied my cutting techniques, and if I have, I've got 5 papers coming up in my different kitchens, and like, I don't have to worry about that shit or stuff. Sorry, stuff. When work's done, it's done. So I will probably be able to make videos. I'll probably eat those words, but I will try. Yeah, that's it for now. Bye.